Okay class, today in that lecture we will discuss about Buckingham Pi method or theorem in your subject of fluid mechanics of module 3rd. When a large number of physical variables are involved, therefore Rayleigh's method of dimensional analysis becomes increasingly laborious and cumbersome. We cannot easily to find the relation between different variables. Buckingham's method is an improvement over the Rayleigh's method. Buckingham designated the dimensionless group by the Greek capital letter pi. It is therefore often called Buckingham Pi method or Pi-Buckingham theorem. The advantage of this method over Rayleigh's method is that it let us know in advance of the analysis as to how many dimensionless groups are to be expected. Now the Pi-Buckingham theorem states as follows. First of all, the statement of the Buckingham theorem are as follows. If there are n variables, dependent and independent variable, two types of variable which is taken in a dimensionally homogeneous equation, and if these variables contain m fundamental dimensions such as m, l, t, etc., then the variables are arranged into n to m dimensionless terms. These dimensionless terms are called pi theorems. Mathematically, if any variable x1 depends on independent variables x2, x3, x4 up to xn, the functional equations may be written as x1 is equal to the function of x2, x3, x4, xn, which is its equation given the equation's name, which is equations. The above equations can also be written as the function of x1, x2, x3 up to xn is equal to 0, and which is equation 2, which is taken. Now, it is a dimensionally homogeneous equation and contain n variables. If there are m fundamental dimensions, then according to Buckingham's theorem, the equation 2 can be written in terms number of pi terms dimensional group, in which number of pi terms is equal to n to m. Hence equation becomes 2 is f1 pi 1, pi 2, pi 3, up to pi n minus 1, and which is equations 3. Okay, and now again each dimensional pi terms is formed by combining m variables out of the total n variables with one of the remaining n minus 1 variables. That is, each pi terms contains m plus 1 variables. These m variables which appear repeatedly in each of pi terms are consequently called repeating variables. and are chosen from among the variables such that they together involve all the fundamental dimensions and they themselves do not form a dimensionless parameters. Let in the above case x2, x3 and x4 are the repeating variables. If the fundamental dimensions m within bracket which is the dimension mlt is equal to 3 variables, then each term is written as pi1 is equal to x2 to the power a1 comma x3 dot x3 to the power b1 dot x4 to the power c1 dot x1 and pi2 equal to x2 to the power a2 x3 to the power b2 dot x4 to the power c2 comma dot x5 and so on dot in minus 1 n minus m is equal to x2 a n minus m, x3 b n minus m and x4 c x4 to the power c n minus m into xn. Where a1 b1 c1 comma a2 b2 c2 etc are the constants. This is exactly I understand in the numerical part, but in examinations the proof of this theorem also be asked by you. Therefore I am explain the theorem with the help of these slides, where a1 b1 c1 comma a2 b2 c2 etc are the constants which are determined by considering dimensional homogeneity. These values are substituted in above equations and values pi 1 pi 2 pi 3 up to pi n minus m are obtained. These values of pi's are substituted in above equations. The final general equation of the phenomenon may then be obtained by expressing any one of the pi terms as the function of the other edge. Pi 1 is equal to phi, pi 2, pi 3, pi 4 dash 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 pi n minus m, and pi 2 is equal to phi, pi 1 comma pi 3 comma pi 4 comma dash 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 pi n minus m. Selection of repeating variables. Now again the selection of repeating the variables. The following points should be kept in view while selecting m repeating variables. First, m repeating variables must contain jointly all the fundamental dimensions, that is the MLT, involved in the phenomenon, and if only two dimensions are involved, there will be two repeating variables and they must contain together the two dimensions involved. The repeating variables must not form the non-dimensional parameters among themselves. As far as possible, the dependent variable should not be selected as repeating variables. No two repeating variables should have the same dimensions. The repeating variables should be chosen in such a way that one variable contains geometric property, for example length L, diameter D, height H, etc. Other variable contain flow property, for example velocity V, acceleration A, etc. And third variable contains fluid properties, for example mass density rho, weight density omega, dynamic viscosity mu, etc. The choice of repeating variables is most of fluid mechanics problems may be first LV rho, second dV rho, third LV mu, fourth dV mu. The procedure for solving problem by Buckingham Pi theorem in given examples below. First of all, now we conclude the equations by the first of all Buckingham theorems. It is Greek word pi to offend the pi method, and it is the modified form the Rayleigh's methods, because Rayleigh's methods to have a small quantity to analyze and no repeating dimensions to be grouped are solved in that method. Therefore pi Buckingham theorems comes out, and statements of that theorem: if there are non-variables, dependent and independent variables in a dimensionally homogeneous equation, and if these variables contain m fundamental dimensions such as mLt, then the variables are arranged into n to n minus m dimensionless terms. These dimensionless terms are called pi terms. And now write these equations and obtain these constant values by the these equations, and therefore putting these constant values. Okay. Therefore, a selection of repeating variables. Now, how to select the repeating variables? The following points should be kept in view while selecting m repeating variables. That is, the m repeating variables must contain jointly all the fundamental dimensions involved in the phenomenon, that is the mLt. However, only dimensions are involved, there will be two repeating variables and they must contain together the two dimensions involved. All repeating variables must not form the non-dimensional parameters among themselves. As far as possible, the dependent variable should not be selected as a repeating variable. No two repeating variables should have the same dimensions. The repeating variable should be chosen in such a way that one variable contains geometric property, for example length L, diameter D, height H. Other variables contains fluid property, flow property, for example velocity V, acceleration etc. And third variable contains fluid property, for example mass, density V, density and dynamic viscosity etc. Therefore, the choice of repeating variables in most of fluid mechanics problem may be first LV rho, second dV rho, third LV mu, fourth dV mu. The procedure for solving the Buckingham theorem average the above example. In that example, the resistance are experienced by a parallelly submerged body dependent upon the velocity v, length of the body small l, viscosity of the fluid mu, density of the fluid rho, and gravitational acceleration g. Obtain a dimensionless expression for capital R. Step 1. The resistance capital R is a function of first velocity v, length L, viscosity mu, and density rho, gravitational acceleration g. Mathematically, it can be written as R is equal to the function of v, L, mu, rho, g. And therefore F1 is equal to written as all terms to be taken separately. Therefore F1 R V L mu rho G is equal to 0. Okay. Therefore total number of variables n is equal to 6. In this expressions, the number of variables 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, M is obtained by writing dimensions of each variables. Therefore, in first module we also discussed the dimensions of the different values, different formulas. Now therefore we can write the dimensions of the different terminology given here. Resistance R is equal to mLt minus 2, velocity V is equal to Lt minus 1, dynamic viscosity mu is equal to ml minus T minus 1, rho is equal to ml to the power minus 3, and gravitational force G is equal to Lt minus 2. Thus the fundamental dimensions in the problem are m, Lt, and hence m is equal to 3. Okay, 3 variables which is seen above, m, Lt. Number of dimensionless pi terms n is equal to n minus 1. Therefore 6 minus 3 and is equal to 3. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Number of dimensionless pi term is 6 है. 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and therefore thus 3 pi terms, say pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3 are formed, and these equations may be written as f1 pi 1 f1, the function of pi 1 pi 2 pi 3 is equal to 0, which is the equation. Again next equation third. Now next step 2, selection of repeating variables, which is very important for the solving the Buckingham theorem. Out of 6 variables R, V, L, mu, rho, G, 3 variables as m is equal to 3 are to be selected as repeating variables. R is a dependent variable and should not be selected as repeating variable. Out of the remaining 5 variables, 1 variable should have geometric property, second should have flow property, and a third one should have fluid property. These requirements are met by selecting L, V and rho as repeating variables. Okay, the repeating variables themselves should not form a dimensionless terms and must contain jointly all fundamental dimensions equal to m, that is 3 here. Dimensions of L, V and rho are L, Lt minus 1, ml minus 3, and hence the 3 fundamental dimensions exist in L, V and rho: length, velocity and density, and also no dimensionless group is formed by them. Okay, therefore now we come on the step third. Each pi term is equal to m plus 1 variables is written as given the equation, that is pi 1 is equal to L to the power a1, V to the power b1, rho to the power c1 and r. Pi 2 is equal to L to the power a2, V to the power b2 and rho to the power c3. Not C3, C2, mu into mu. And the third equations, pi equations written as pi 3 is equal to L to the power a3, V to the power b3 and rho to the power c3 into z. Okay. And now we come on the step third. Each pi term is solved by the principle of dimensional homogeneity as follows: pi terms pi 1 is equal to L to the power A1 V to the power B1 rho to the power C1 into R. Therefore we can write the both side of the dimensions, which is here m to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 0, because the pi is the constant value. And therefore in the next side, right hand side, L to the power A1 and velocity of the dimension Lt minus 1 to the power B1, and rho of the dimension is ml to power minus 3 to the power C1 into mlt minus 2. Equating the exponents of m, l and t respectively, we get for m 0 is equal to C1 plus 1, for L 0 is equal to A1 plus B1 minus 3 C1 plus 1, for T 0 is equal to minus B1 minus 2 C1, that is C1 is equal to minus 1, B2 B1 is equal to minus 2, and A1 is equal to minus B1 plus 3 C1 minus 1 is equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1, and that is equal to minus 2. Substituting these values of A1, B1 and C1 in pi 1, we get pi 1 is equal to L to the power minus 2, V to the power minus 2 and rho to the power minus 1 into R. Therefore we can write these pi 1 term R upon L square V square into rho. Now again the pi terms, pi 2 is equal to L to the power A2, V to the power B2, rho to the power C2 and into mu. Therefore we can write the both side of the dimensions, that is the m to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 0 and L to the power A2, and dimension of the velocity Lt minus 1 to the power B2, and dimension of the density rho ml to the power minus 3 to the power C2 into dimension of the dynamic viscosity ml minus 1 T minus 1. Now equating the exponents of m, l and t respectively, we get okay for 0 is equal to C2 plus 1, for m 0 is equal to C2 plus 1, for L 0 is equal to A2 plus B2 minus 3 C2 minus 1, and for T 0 is equal to minus B2 minus 1. Therefore C2 is equal to minus 1, B2 is equal to minus 1 and A2 is equal to minus B2 plus 3 C2 plus 1, and putting the all values, and we can obtain substituting the values of A2, B2 and C2 in pi 2 equations, we get pi 2 is equal to L to the power minus 1, V to the power minus 1, rho to the power minus 1. Therefore mu is equal to into mu is equal to mu upon LV rho. And now again the pi 3 terms, pi 3 is equal to L to the power A3, V to the power B3, rho to the power 3 into G, and putting the all dimensions of both sides, and we get the and again the equating the exponents of m, l and t respectively, we get for m 0 is equal to C3, for L 0 is equal to A3 plus B3 minus 3 C3 plus 1, for T 0 is equal to minus B3 minus 2, and that is C3 is equal to 0, B3 is equal to minus 2, and A3 is equal to minus B3 plus 3 C3 minus 1 is equal to 1, and therefore again putting the all values of these A3, B3 and C3 in pi 3 equations, therefore we can write pi 3 equations, that is equal to L to the power 1, V to the power minus 2 and rho to the power 0 into G, and which is equal to Lg upon V square. Now again in step 5 substitute the values of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 in equation 3. The fundamental functional relationship becomes f1 is equal to pi 1 comma pi 2 comma pi 3 is equal to 0, and the value of pi 1 is equal to r upon l square v square rho, and pi 2 is equal to mu upon l v rho, and pi 3 is equal to l g upon v square, and which is equal to 0. And therefore r upon l square v square rho is equal to the function of 5 functions mu upon l v rho comma l g upon v square, and therefore rearrange 5 rho v l upon mu comma v upon under root l g. Therefore the above step has been made on the postulates that a reciprocal of pi term and its square root is non-dimensional, and therefore we can write the resistance of the equation r is equal to l square v square rho function of 5 function rho v l upon mu comma v upon under root l g, which is the answer. Therefore the resistance r is thus a function of Reynolds number rho v l upon mu and Froude number v upon under root l g. Therefore it can be proof. Similarly we can solve the next type of example, which is using Buckingham theorem, and which is given the relation v is equal to under root 2gh. This is the relations, and v is equal to under root 2gh, the 5 function d upon h comma mu upon rho v h, where all terms to have its own properties. H is equal to head causing flow, d is equal to diameter of the orifice, mu is equal to coefficient of viscosity, rho is equal to mass density, and g is equal to acceleration due to gravity. Now we come on the solution parts, and v is function of h, t, comma rho, comma v, comma mu, and g. Mathematically v is equal to the function h, d, mu, rho, g, which is seen here, and therefore the function f1, which all terms to be separate, taken as the function f1, and v, h, d, comma rho, comma mu, comma g is equal to 0. Total number of 6 variables, that is n is equal to 6, and right dimensions of each variables we have v is equal to lt minus 1, h is equal to l, d is equal to l, mu is equal to, that is the dynamic viscosity, ml minus 1, t minus 1, and density rho is equal to ml minus 3, g is equal to gravitational force lt minus 2. Therefore thus the 3 fundamental dimensions m is equal to 3. Therefore number of pi terms, how much 5 terms, n minus m, 6 minus 3 is equal to 6. Therefore equation can be written as f1 pi 1 pi 2 pi 3 is equal to 0, and each pi terms contains m plus 1 variables, where m is equal to 3, and choosing the repeating variables h, g, rho as repeating variables, v being a dependent variable should not be chosen as repeating variables. Okay. Therefore we can write the equations, pi 1 is equal to h to the power a1, g to the power b1, rho to the power c1 into v. Pi 2 is equal to h to the power a2, g to the power b2, rho to the power c2, and into g. Therefore pi 3 is equal to h to the power a3, g to the power b3, rho to the power c3 into mu. Pi 1 term written as pi 1 is equal to h to the power a1, g to the power b1, rho to the power c1 into v, and we can write the dimensions of the both sides, and therefore equating the both sides of the powers that is the we can obtain the equations 0 is equal to c1, 0 is equal to a1 plus b1 minus 3 c1 plus 0, and 40 0 is equal to minus 2 b1 minus 1, and therefore obtain the all terminology is c1 is equal to 0, b1 is equal to minus 1 by 2, and a1 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Putting these values, substituting these values of a1, b1 and c1 in pi 1 equations, we get pi 1 is equal to s to the power minus 1 by 2, g to the power minus 1 by 2, rho to the power 0, v equal to v upon under root gh. Similarly, pi 2 terms also be calculated, and calculating the powers values a, b, a2, b2, c2, and putting these values, therefore pi 2 is equal to d upon h. And similarly, pi 3 equations, we get we calculate the value of a3, b3, c3, and putting the pi equations, and the obtained pi equations is mu upon s to the power 3 by 2 rho under root g. And therefore putting each pi value in the function of the equations, that is the f1 within bracket v upon under root gh comma d upon h comma mu upon h lv comma into pi 1 is equal to 0, and therefore v upon under root gh is equal to the function phi d upon h mu into comma mu upon h rho v, and therefore it can be written as v is equal to under root 2 gh phi, the function phi functions d upon h comma mu upon rho v h, and multiplying or dividing by any constant does not change the character of pi terms, and therefore it can be formulate the equations and proof. Now we can solve another many types of examples. We can solve with the help of these techniques, pi Buckingham theorems, and you can solve the all types of the equations we can see here. And now I am sharing by the this PDF file by you on the Google Classroom as well as soon as possible.